Phil, just overall, how do you feel about what you've been able to do since last season ended, what you accomplished this summer, and how you feel the team is ready for start the next season?
Well, we've had a considerable amount of personnel change. With the number of players we have at camp and the players that we've got that have contracts that are under contract, we've had a considerable amount of change. And we're hoping that it's all for the good and we fit together quite well, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get people that fit together, can work together. We have some youth, and we have some veteran players that have come in to join us. We've got some size. We've also got some young guards and hopefully a little bit of a quicker team too in the process.
I'd like to try to clarify something. There was a little bit of a back and forth over the summer, and at the time when you made the trade to send Tyson and Ray to the Mavericks, you said that you wanted to change some of the chemistry of the team. I think that was relayed to Tyson Chandler, and I think he kind of took umbrage to that. He said that he'd done nothing but try to help the culture of the team. Were your comments directed at Tyson, and if so, how do you think he impacted the chemistry of the team last year?
No, we like Tyson. He played well for the Knicks over the years. I unfortunately wasn't here, but he had a real tough year last year, no doubt about it, his own mission. And the opportunity came where I thought we could improve our basketball club by doing some things that were a little bit different. And in the process, I thought about Tyson going back to Dallas. The opportunity is good for him. A place where he played really well and won a championship, but I know, they'll welcome him back there, and I hope him all the success. Not too much against us, but I hope him all the success in the NBA and the world. And we appreciate what he did here.
Throughout your career, player, coach, you've always had the reputation as sort of free spirit, a maverick, someone who would say what was on his mind, act in the way that you believed was necessary to affect your group. This being your first executive position in the hierarchy of the organization, do you feel you have to modify that behavior some because of the position you hold and how whatever you say or do might, in a chain of command and on down, might affect people's, mindset on a daily basis? Have you given that much thought, and will we see a less maverickized Phil Jackson over the next year or so?
I hope so. I hope that I've gained some wisdom and, appropriate discussion about things will, be part of what I do. But I think that not being in the post-game, pre-game, after-game situation a lot changes up how you feel. A lot of times you carry your feelings with you to the podium. But I still hope to be an outlier. I don't think that'll change. I still have the fact that I'm not going to do things per usual, and even being part of a large corporation, I hope to be able to maintain some identity that's unique.
If everything works out the way you envision, personnel-wise, cap planning-wise, how long until the New York Knicks can legitimately compete for a championship?
Well, that's a question I get approached right on the street all the time by folks that are Knickerbocker fans that want to know how long do we have to wait. We hope it's expedient. We have it right next door, but it's a step-by-step process. Usually teams come into the playoffs, learn from being in the playoffs, and gradually assume the capabilities of carrying out the championship. I was fortunate to have a situation in LA where a team had gone to or into the playoffs. They had been swept a couple times in the playoff run, but they had been in the midst of playoffs and able to win the very first year that I coached that team there, which was a ready-made team, basically, with tremendous talent. Very similar situation in Chicago. This team has not got a personality. It's got, over 35% of its team has changed. So we still have to kind of come together in a bonding way that creates trust, teamwork, identity, some things like that. So we're about going through this process and enjoying the process and the journey that we go through. And we believe we're going to be a playoff team, and then we don't know how far we'll be able to go, but we're hoping for the best.